Year 2075. People look at the giant skyscrapers, the smart cities, and the powerful artificial intelligence machines. And they say, these are the greatest creations of humanity. But they forget something. Behind every bright future, there is always a quiet past. Behind every successful person, there is a story that no one ever sees. A story of sacrifice, a story of love. And in my story, everything began with my father's rough hands. 030 to 130 Introduction. History often celebrates heroes, generals who won great wars, scientists who changed the world, entrepreneurs who built powerful empires. But there is another kind of hero. They have no statues, no headlines in newspapers, no millions of followers who know their names. They are fathers, they are mothers, ordinary people, people who quietly spend their entire lives building a better future for their children. My father was one of them. 1:30 to 3 o'clock, a poor childhood. Year 2025. My family lived in a small village, near a quiet river. It was a place where the rainy season arrived early and stayed much longer than anyone wanted. Our house wasn't really a house. It was a small hut,
just a bit more,
made
love.
of bamboo, old
We'll be
wood,
dry soon.
and rusted metal sheets. Whenever
Just a
the
bit more,
rain
love.
became heavy,
We'll be
water
dry
leaked
soon.
from every corner of the roof.
Just a
My
bit more,
mother
love.
placed bowls and
We'll be
old
dry
pots
soon.
all over the floor to catch the dripping water. The sound of rain hitting the metal roof felt like a sad song that lasted all night. I was very young back then, but I remember one thing clearly. My father was always the last one awake. He would sit quietly by the door, looking out into the dark rain, his eyes distant, as if he was thinking about a future very far away. 3 to 4:30 hard days. Life for my parents revolved around one word: survival. My father did every job he could find. During the day, he carried heavy goods at the river dock. He worked as a construction helper on building sites. Some days, he worked until late at night under the weak yellow lights of unfinished buildings. His hands were always covered in scratches. The skin on his palms was thick like the bark of a tree. One day, I asked him, "Dad, why are your hands so hard?" He simply smiled and said something I never forgot. "These are the hands of someone who keeps trying." For 30 to 5:30, a mischievous child. When I grew a little older, I was not a good child. I was playful, lazy at school. I preferred playing outside instead of sitting in class. One afternoon, I skipped school completely just to swim in the river with my friends. That night, my teacher came to our house. My father listened quietly. He said nothing, but his silence was far more frightening than any anger. 5:30 to 6:30, the lesson. After the teacher left, my father called me outside. The night was dark. Only a faint moonlight lit the yard. My father handed me a hoe. Then he said, "Come with me." We walked to the field behind our village. My father began digging the soil. Then he spoke slowly. "If you don't want to study, you will work like me." After only 1 hour, My hands were burning. My back ached. My arms were shaking. But my father kept working, as if it was completely normal. 6:30 to 7:30, the realization. When the sky started turning pale, my father finally stopped. He looked at me. His eyes were not angry. They were tired, very tired. Then he said a sentence that stayed with me forever. I am not afraid of working hard. I am only afraid that you will have to live a life like mine. That moment felt like lightning striking my mind. For the first time in my life, I understood why my father worked until his body was exhausted. Every single day, 7:30 to 8:30 change. After that night, everything changed. I began studying seriously. Every evening, my father sat beside me while I did my homework. He couldn't read much, but he stayed there. Sometimes he fell asleep on the wooden chair after a long day of work. But whenever I looked up, he was still there, watching, quietly, always there. 8:30 to 9:30, the turning point. Many years later, I received a scholarship to attend university. The day I left the village, my father didn't say much. He simply gave me a small cloth bag. Inside it was the savings of our entire family. He said softly, I don't have much to give you, but use this opportunity. Well, 9:30 to 10:30, a new world. Time moved faster than I ever imagined. I studied, I worked, I built a career, and the world changed too. Technology grew at an unbelievable speed. Artificial intelligence began solving problems once thought impossible. Smart cities appeared everywhere. But whenever I see all this technology, I remember one truth. There is no technology more powerful than the love of parents. 10:30 to 11:30, returning home. Many years later, I returned to my village. My father had grown much older. His hair was almost completely white, but his smile was exactly the same. I brought him to the new house I built for our family. He walked slowly inside, looking around the wide rooms, the bright windows, the clean walls. Then he placed his hand on the wall and said quietly, "This house is beautiful." But I knew something. For my father, that old leaking hut would always remain the place that held our memories. 11:30 to 12:30, dinner. That evening, our family shared dinner together. My mother cooked the same simple food she always made before. My father ate slowly, carefully, as if every grain of rice was precious. During the meal, he looked at me. Then he said four simple words. I am proud of you. Only 4 words. But to me, they were the greatest reward I had ever received in my life. 12:30 to 13:30, the legacy. Today, when I look back at my life, I understand something. The greatest inheritance parents leave their children is not money, not houses, not land. It is the lessons, the values, and the love they pass on. 13:30 to 14:30, message. Many children grow up without truly understanding what their parents have done for them. They believe sacrifice is normal. They believe their parents will always be there. But the truth is, time never stops. And one day, when we finally look back, we realize what truly mattered. 1430 to 1530 climax. If your parents are still beside you today, tell them that you love them. It doesn't need beautiful words, just one simple sentence. Because to you, it may only be a sentence, but to them, could be happiness for the rest of their lives. 1530 to 1600 hours ending. People often ask, what will change the world in the future? But after everything I have learned, the answer is simple. Not machines, not technology, but the love of ordinary fathers and mothers who quietly sacrifice their entire lives so their children can step into a better future. If this story touched your heart, take a moment today, call your father or your mother, tell them something simple. Just say, I love you, because one day we may realize that the people who built our future were quietly standing behind us all along. And if you believe stories like this matter, please subscribe to this channel, because here we tell the stories that remind us what truly matters in life. Thank you for watching.